Hello and welcome back to Let's Play EU4 as the Commonwealth. We are still in our war against Muscovy and we're just trying to get enough land siege that we can take what we want from them, so let's continue. Bohemia has cancelled military access. Okay, there is another siege. I am going to start retreating my armies and trying to let my vassals take care of more of the sieging here. Because we don't want to drop too much manpower. Peace offer from Theodoro again. We are still not going to let them concede defeat. How far are we from managing to peace them out? With what we want, I mean. Which is full annexation. It'll be a little while. But we can wait. I can actually retreat my army here so they're not suffering any attrition either. And I do think I have my subjects on aggressive, so they should try to siege more by themselves. Do have a 5-stack there from Muscovy that we should keep an eye on. Looks like Novgorod has an army up here, so we don't have to worry about this 2-stack being unprotected. Cardinals' policies upset nobles. Since we made one of our cardinals a minister in our government, he has gone far beyond providing theological insights and innovated significantly in the administration of Commonwealth. Unfortunately, his suggestions of centralizing power are not possible without removing some authority from the nobles, who have begun to see him as an opportunist. At this point, trying to remove him from office over the dispute would probably mean we lost his loyalty altogether, but the nobles who stand to lose from his plans consider this a sacrifice easily worth making. So, we can have increased centralization for 10 years, giving us more national unrest, but more tax modifier and 23 noble regiments to fight. Or we can kick a cardinal out. I think we'll just kick the cardinal out. We don't really want more national unrest. We do have some looming uprisings, speaking of unrest. This is, I think, being caused by our current conversions that we're doing, so hopefully we'll get those finished soon enough that it won't be a problem. This is also caused by conversions. Yake and Lower Yik, Majar Kuma. I think those are the provinces we were converting. Yeah, exactly the ones. So, with any luck we can get through all of these conversions before any uprisings happen. You don't need to be force marching, you can recover your morale, and you can also come back here so you're not suffering attrition. Okay, we had another province go Protestant. Oh, and Bavaria has been elected to the Holy Roman Empire. Interesting. What happened, Austria? Looks like Bavaria is just really popular. Okay. Fair enough. We don't want to be suffering attrition over here either. Okay, Muscovy's army is standing here looking at us. So we should be careful of them. Looks like Novgorod is taking care of it just fine though. Theodoro still wants to concede defeat, which is extremely optimistic on their part. Novgorod won their battle. Oh, and there is a larger army of Muscovy over here. They're attacking into this Georgian army. I guess we can reinforce that if it seems like it's necessary. They're not even attacking, okay. I'll maybe just leave this army here in case, though. Corruption is one of the most common and frequent factors of political and economic life. Never in history was this more prominent than in the times of feudal regimes. So we can lose 1 stability or gain 3 inflation. I think we'll lose the stability. We're still at 1, so it's not too bad. It's not like we're going down to 0, which I would be a little uncomfortable about. Okay, Aragon is the papal controller. And Muscovy wants out of the war. They'll cede Muscova to the Commonwealth. Is that all? No. That won't be enough. Yep, this is what we want, and that is going to take a while. How about you, Theodoro? They will take full annexation now, so let's send them that demand. We'll give them some autonomy. Park an army there and start coring it. We are pretty low on admin power, and it's going to be expensive to core Moskva too. Maybe we should just give that to Novgorod also. I guess we will end up paying extra Diplo points for that when we integrate Novgorod then, but that's probably better. Okay, the Astrakani nationalists are up to 70%. But that's 2 of their provinces converted. We can't convert Theodoro because it is being cored. Okay, only one of those provinces is now contributing over there. I think we'll just try to... how much military points would it be? 72? Yeah, that's not too bad, I suppose. I'll just harsh treatment it. Which doesn't get rid of it completely, but it's back down to 50% at least. Converted another province. We're about to finish another one, I think. And our papal influence is not far off 100, which we'll probably go ahead and spend on stability once that happens. Looks like Muscovy wants a fight here. Maybe not. I'm going to bring my larger army up. This army has too much cavalry in it, actually. I haven't really been paying attention to my army compositions, because I've been sort of splitting and merging them willy-nilly when I've been doing all these sieges. So we'll just take some cavalry out of this one and have it looking a little more balanced. We'll send it up here where it should be able to hang around and maybe fight some of these Muscovite armies. I was kind of hoping to just reinforce battles that they got into with Novgorod, but it looks like Novgorod is just going to let them take back some of these sieges, which I don't want. No. So I think we'll try and take this battle. We have a much better leader they could reinforce, but that is okay, I think. If they even get here in time. Which they did not. So we'll give this a month to reinforce a bit. I'll give them just one more month. We are also suffering attrition, though. Oh, it's because of fully defensive, of course. In that case, I guess we'll just go in right now. We're probably fine. This is also forest, though. But it didn't make a difference. And we'll retreat them back out, and our various vassals should have no problem sieging as much land as it takes, though Muscovy is looking pretty big over there. They've been doing colonizing a lot. Oirat is extremely strong as well. Ming looking to be having some problems with rebels and somebody who is invading them. Looks like Yemen has almost been wiped out by Hejaz. Not sure what we can really see of interest down here. I guess Portugal and France are colonizing, not too unexpectedly. Same over here, I suppose. Castile, Portugal, even up the west coast here. England and Brittany has actually got some of the Caribbean. That's interesting. No, you're still not getting out, Muscovy, sorry. Alright, well, let's turn our attention back to our own affairs. So our Astrakani nationalists are up to 60% again. Hopefully that one harsh treatment will give us enough breathing room to get all of their provinces converted so they calm down. The trial. My most noble prince, your eldest son is on trial for corruption and bribery again. There is no doubt that the charges are true. The conviction of your eldest son would be a serious personal blow to you. On the other hand, we could of course interfere in the trial and secure his innocence. I think we can just about afford to lose the Republican tradition at this point. Really bad event, though. I wish that would stop happening. Okay, we got some more sieges happening there. And our diplomats are idle, so we should probably do something with them. Perhaps fabricating some claims on the Ottomans would be a good choice there. And we'll get this one. Does Georgia have claims of their own? I don't think we can fabricate claims down here, maybe along the coast, since we have adjacent sea provinces. Are these provinces not cored? Oh, they are, okay. It's because Georgia has cores there, I see. So I had Georgia selected. I was a little frightened there. I suppose I would have noticed having the overextension. Alright, get more conversions started. We do have overextension. Oh yeah, from Theodoro. I know how to play this game. I know what's going on. But yes, Georgia does have a couple of claims on the Ottomans, which is good for our next war. Also down here on Tabaristan. Though if they're allied with the Ottomans still, we can just get them in the same war. And they are. Alright, we'll keep our conversions going. They're up to 80%, and we are getting a call for peace now in our war against Muscovy. So we might have to settle for less than what we originally wanted here. No, actually, they will accept the peace deal I had asked for. So I guess it remains to decide whether we want to take Moskva for ourselves or give it to Novgorod. It will cost us 165 admin points to core. I think we'll just give it to Novgorod and we'll get it ourselves eventually. And we'll take this peace deal. We take anything else, maybe? Could actually take one more province. Well, if we can do it, then why don't we? Just give it all to Novgorod. Muscovy accepted our generous peace offer, and we gained the conquest CB against Muscovy. We did? Did you mean Novgorod, since we have a claim on Moskva? Anyway, we should... You did mean Novgorod. We have lost the conquest CB against Muscovy, yes. Alright then. So we still have this possible uprising. Just Astrakhan and Sarai. We are able to convert them, so once those two get converted, that should probably go away, I think. I'd rather not have to spend more points on that before then, though. Guess we'll see what happens. Revolt. High taxes and cultural and religious differences have caused unhappiness among our citizens. If this continues, it will drastically affect the stability of our nation. So we can gain 10 unrest in Astrakhan, which we don't want. Or we can raise autonomy in Astrakhan. We'll just, yeah, do that. That's fine. Hopefully that will help with this. So we only have the 2 provinces contributing there now. Things should be going a little better. We have been discovered by the Ottomans. How unfortunate. It seems like the Ottomans will probably be our next war, so we'll get a few armies in position down there. Aragon has announced Austria as their new rival. Okay. The troops here are keeping the unrests below 0, so we'll just leave them until we convert that province, and then we should be fine. The Polish alchemist, philosopher, and medical doctor, whose name I will not attempt to pronounce, was a pioneer of chemistry who developed ways of purification and creation of various acids, metals, and other chemical compounds. King Sigismund was an alchemy enthusiast and conducted experiments with him. He designed mines and metal foundries and wrote many books, the most famous being A New Light of Alchemy. The book was written in alchemical language, which was understandable only to other alchemists. He discovered oxygen 170 years before similar discoveries, calling it the food of life. We can hire him as an advisor, losing 191 ducats, gaining 100 admin power. Gaining a skill 3 philosopher in Warsaw. Well, this means we don't actually have to hire him. I don't think we can afford hiring a skill 3 guy. Our income is okay, but not amazing. But I think we can spend 200 ducats on 100 admin power. That seems reasonable. The Ottomans entered a coalition against us. Ooh, okay, -2 national unrest is extremely nice. I think that means that we can now move these troops out of here without letting the unrest go above 0. And it should mean that we have almost no possibility of this revolt progressing. And we gained the trade dispute CB against the Ottomans. Okay. We should probably embargo them back, actually. They are our rival, right? Yeah. I'm sure they are competing with us in Crimea at least, so that will help us out there. We have 67% of the trade power there, so almost everything is being directed northwards, which is what we want. Almost everything from this node is being directed here, which is what we want. But unfortunately here we have only 32% of the trade power, which means instead of collecting a lot of the gold, it's going out to Vienne and whatever this node is, Saxony. So we still need to increase our trade power in this node, and I think pretty much the only way to do that is to build some trade buildings. So we'll take care of that next time, I suppose, but we're out of time for now, so thanks for watching, and join me again for the next episode.